MacVoices at CES 2025. From Las Vegas and CES, this is MacVoices, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, earlier in the week, I had a chance at a showcase to meet Roland of eSight, and what he showed me I'll let him tell you what he showed me, but it was truly amazing. So we sought him out on the show floor. We've got him for a few minutes. Roland, it's great to see you again. Thank you.
See you again, Chuck.
Thank you for the time. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes. So you introduce it because I will not do it justice.
No worries. So this is the eSight Go, the latest product from eSight. It is a wearable assisted device for central vision loss. So think macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy are sort of the two biggest patient groups that we serve, but there's 20 different pathologies that rob you of your central vision. So the way this device works is there's a camera that picks up the central image the person can no longer perceive. We run through some software so you can manipulate the device with contrast, color filters, magnification, and brightness. And then we project it onto two OLED screens inside the device, which then puts that image onto the entire retinal surface. And the retina then gets enough information from the remaining photoreceptors that are still functional to the brain to perceive the central vision. So the way our users describe it is when they wear the device, if they're not wearing it, they look at your face and all they see is a flesh tone blur. But when they dial the device in, when they're wearing it, they'll perceive your entire face. And we've been clinically validated in a clinical trial with a previous generation products. We've shown 7 lines of distance acuity gain, 6 lines of near acuity gain, 12 layers of contrast, and improvement in facial recognition, quality of life, and the ability to complete tasks of daily living. So it has a tremendous impact. The latest version here has been improved. It's smaller, it's lighter, better battery life, better, brighter monitors. Aesthetically, it's much more pleasing. If you notice when you put it on, it really looks like a pair of cataract glasses. So if you're walking around the crowd, you certainly don't stand out as much as you used to with previous devices that had a halo and a big visor. So our users really appreciate the lightness and the aesthetics of the new device, beyond just the actual visual capabilities that this gives them back. The other thing that is unique about this device is when you're wearing it, you do have access to your peripheral vision. So there's a couple of advantages to that. Versus a VR goggle, you don't have the risk of getting motion sickness because you always have your peripheral cues. And because you have access to your peripheral vision, when you have no central vision, that's how you navigate. So using your peripheral vision to walk around the floor here to CES, when I come up to you, I know you're there, but since I can't see your face, I don't know who you are. So now I can use the camera momentarily to see your face and go, oh, Chuck, hey, how are you doing? Or if you imagine if I'm reading a book, or I'm at a Broadway show, or a live sporting event, now I'm using the camera full time as I'm reading or seeing with my central vision continuously. So it really fits nicely into your day-to-day activities. Some of our users wear it all day. Some of our users choose to wear it only for certain tasks that they want to use it for. And it gives them their independence back because now they can be mobile and independent and do most tasks that they used to be able to do before they lost their vision.
Now, when you put it on, you slung this around your neck.
Yes.
That's the battery pack.
So this is the battery pack. One of the ways to reduce the weight in the headset is to take the battery out of it. And of course, being around your neck, you don't perceive any weight on your neck at all. And it gives you 4 hours of continuous battery life. And as you'll notice too, on the right temple arm are all the controls that you can use to drive the device, but also comes with a nice ergonomic remote control, high contrast for individuals with low vision. So whether you prefer being completely hands-free and using the onboard controls or the remote control, it's a very easy software and device to navigate and use functionally.
I'm sorry that the gentleman that we had at the showcase is not here because his story was really touching and really impactful. That it basically gave him his working life back.
Yes.
And you couldn't help but tear up a little bit because it clearly meant so much to him, as it would anyone.
Absolutely. I mean, the person you're referring to has been wearing various versions of this device since 2015. He's a very typical profile for our user. He's 7 years old. He has dry macular degeneration. He's 2400. So 2200 is legally blind. So he's a very, very poor vision. Certainly couldn't see your face, couldn't read, couldn't pursue hobbies that require central vision. And he reads down in 2020 on a Snellen chart. It's remarkable.
That is remarkable.
He's gone back to all of his hobbies. He travels on his own, navigates the airport using the device. It really is remarkable. And he truly has gone back to everything that he used to do. With the exception of driving. You cannot drive with the device because it is an electronic device.
But as you said, it's not something that looks like obnoxiously like a medical device.
Correct.
It just looks like maybe a pair of very stylish sunglasses.
Absolutely. And that was one of the requests we had of our engineers, make it look as normal like a pair of sunglasses as possible, because people who have visual deficiencies, they want to see, but they want to be seen, if you know what I mean. They don't want to stand out in the crowd. It's like you and I don't want to stand out in the crowd. So if you're wearing this, this big helmet of a device, it may help you see, but you're not going to want to wear that. So that was our task for engineers, is make it small, make it light, but make it functional. And I think they've done a great job.
I agree. So the obvious questions: what kind of pricing do we have? How does one go about getting this? Do you get it prescribed for you, or do you just call you and say, I have this issue?
It's a great question. So the MSRP on this device is $4,950 in the US, $6,600 for our Canadian friends north of the border, Canadian dollars. You can access the device both direct to consumer through us, or we also try to partner with optometry clinics, low vision centers, and low vision resellers. So think of the Lighthouse Guild, Palmer Vision, number of different distributors in the various geographies across the U.S.
Excellent. The website is?
eSight.eyewear.com.
Roland, thank you so much for the time. And
appreciate it.
And thank you for a great product.
Appreciate it.
Makes a lot of difference in a lot of lives.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Folks, we'll have more like this from CES in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices, or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.